Warner again. I am from Tom Green County. I'm a senior 4-H'er and a senior in high school. Today I'm going to be talking about photography categories of animals. It's going to be animals domestic and animals wildlife. I tried to do this outside, however yesterday it was sprinkling and today it is super windy. So I'll be doing this inside. If it's like a good day outside and you're watching this, go outside, take some pictures, have fun. So I have a little note card to remind me stuff. However, first I'll be talking about domestic animals and then wildlife animals. So let's get started. So domestic animals, that's going to be horses, cows, pigs, goats, dogs, cats, domesticated animals. Unless it's something like really weird, like you have a pet iguana, but that's weird, that's a little different. It depends, it usually goes with wildlife. If you show animals, like many people do, or if you have a sibling who shows animals, ask them and take pictures of their animals. That's great, especially since it's 4-H. So domesticated animals, you can do it in like their natural setting or a posed setting. It's like natural setting, we have a horse, we have goats. So if they're just out in the field, grazing, browsing, even with their babies, that would be considered a natural setting. Posed setting, it's like I put my inside dog schnauzer Buster through a photo shoot. So that was fun. So like it'd be like if you were doing a photo shoot for a person. You pose them. It's a little difficult because they're dogs, they can move, or actually animals, they can move, and they don't speak English or language that we know. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult than humans. Mostly everything, and things like and they don't really obey your commands that much. Some of them, like my horse, or my family's horse. So yeah, it's going to take a little working with. I spent whole afternoons trying to work with animals to get the perfect picture. Some I do, some I don't. So posed, I put like a black background, and there was a blanket, and just put my dog up there on the couch with a blanket, and then it depends on what the animal is. You're going to have to be aware of like their fur color and like their eyes and everything like that. So like a dog is gray, black background, so I needed a lot of white, or I used white cardboard to reflect light. So you're going to need to get light somehow in there. But if you have like a really pale, let's say a goat, it's a white goat. So I'm just thinking my animals. You're going to need to be wary about, if it's really bright outside, that goat's going to be like all white. And you're just going to have to be wary about lighting. Or not wary, but just focus on that. Because you don't want to take a bunch of shots. Oh, I can't see that goat. It's too white. I can't see the dog. It's too black. Stuff like that. Also, another thing you're going to be focusing on is shutter speed. So sometimes, let's say, an outside dog, his tail goes a million miles an hour. So if you want to catch that tail in a blur, you're going to want a slow shutter speed. But if you want that tail to look like it's standing still, you're going to want a fast shutter speed. But the same thing, horse, when they run, it's gorgeous. And so trying to get that picture, you don't want to smear across unless you're a big New York photographer. And so you just want a still photo. You're going to have a really fast shutter speed for that. If you're doing iPhone photography, doing pictures, I would suggest the live photo so that you can go across and select like the frame in that live photo, or take a video if you don't have a live photo, and you can select a frame from there. Let's see, other things about domesticated animals. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, let's see. Be careful of them. They're not as, I guess, dangerous to be around as like wildlife animals. However, some of them are bigger than you, like cows and horses, and they can. Dogs bite, yeah. So just make sure to know their limits. If they seem irritated, just let it go, let them calm down, and then you can go back later. Simple. Sometimes if you don't have an animal that obeys too much, you'll want to get them more in the natural setting. than a pose setting. Like a horse, they don't know all like, can you stay still or sit like a dog knows. They're not trained that way. And so usually what I do is I take pictures from behind a fence or such, so there's a little protection there, and so I just can lean up against that, and when she decides to stay still, I can take pictures. You're not going to try to get a halter on her and stay still, because you can't really physically do it. Okay, on the next one, wildlife. Plenty of places for that in West Texas. Deer. Anything like in the water, fish, technically insects. Yeah, insects. You can go to a zoo. With coronavirus, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Probably, thankfully. Of course, we live in West Texas. There's plenty of wildlife around. Just be careful and be safe while doing it. I've seen plenty of pictures of snakes. Don't get right there up close, especially if it's poisonous, venomous. Just be careful when you're doing pictures of wildlife. Of course, they're not domesticated, they're not tame. No animal is truly that way. However, they're not your cute puppy dog that will lick you to death. Same thing for those animals as domesticated animals. You're going to watch your lighting because fur, skin, whatever. And want to watch your lighting and your shutter speed. Shutter speed even more for wildlife because birds are in wildlife, and birds are, I think, more difficult than normal, but then also they're not as difficult because there's many of them. I've spent whole afternoons trying to get a specific picture of a bird, and I think I finally got it. I'm not quite sure yet. So you're just gonna have fun, be creative, and your pictures try different angles, high, low. Let's see. Okay, so usually domesticated animals are one of the more popular categories to put photos in, submit, because a lot of people have pets. Wildlife, iffy. It goes up, it goes down. However, I would encourage y'all to submit a photo as long as it fits in with the category, to every category. Don't just like submit a photo of a rock into wildlife. No. Unless there's like an ant on the rock, then no. So just no. So have fun, be safe while you're doing it. So have fun, be safe while you're doing it. Get creative, different angles, different anything, everything. Just, there's not really any rules in photography, like rules are made to be broken in photography. That sounds kind of bad, but you know, if you think it's a good photo, then take a photo, okay? The judges vary, it's very subjective. That means it's like one person says, I love chocolate ice cream. Another person says, I love strawberry ice cream. That's subjective. And so just go with it, take pictures that you like, and you know, if they don't win, it's okay. I've had photos that don't win either. And you know what? I like the photo. So it's a winner in my opinion. So that's what you're going for. Just, yeah, have fun and enter in the photography contest. It's coming up in 5 days. From my day, maybe not the day that you see this. It's March 5th.